Hello everyone, Michael Wolverine here, and today I'm going to be doing my November and December video games pickups. So, something really cool happened last month. If you watched one of my previous pickup videos, I mentioned that I went to a local game shop and I picked up a PlayStation 2 and a few other things from them. And that game shop was about 40 minutes from my house, so it wasn't one that I was able to really make it out to very often. So what happened last month is they actually opened a second location about 15 minutes from my house, and I was really excited for it. And I've been there, quite frequently the last month or so, and picked up some stuff from there that I'm going to show you guys and talk a little bit about. And I'm just trying to support, their business as much as I can, just because there's not really any other shops in my area that are even, within 30 minutes of my house. So, it's just something I want to support, and it's just a lot more fun picking up games in person. And I think they have a good environment, and their games are all they're all priced, so everything has a price sticker on it, and they also have everything. The prices are about what you would expect, give or take a little bit. So I think, and they have a good selection of stuff. So I picked up some things this month, and I'll probably pick up more as I go along. But anyway, just wanted to mention that. Okay, so let's get started. So the first pickups, these are retail pickups. I believe all these were on Amazon. One of them was, I almost dropped it, Yoshi's Crafted World. This was a gift from my cousin for my birthday in October. He sent this to me, so that's a pretty cool one. I also picked up Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl double pack for the Switch. Been playing through Pearl, let one of my friends borrow Diamond, but just definitely like these games. I mean, they're Pokemon games, through and through. I mean, there's not really much to say. If you played a Pokemon game, you pretty much know what to expect. But I like to get the double pack just so I have kind of both games to choose from. And if I ever need some of the Pokemon that are in the other game, I can trade with them. So got that one. And then I also got the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. So if you have not picked this up and you're a Zelda fan, I definitely would recommend this. This is really cool little device. Has a very nice screen too. Like I don't know if you can see that, but like it's really bright, really nice. Just really cool little gadget that Nintendo put out. And I was really excited to get it whenever they announced it. I didn't get the Mario one. This didn't really interest me as much. I'm more of a Zelda fan, and this one's really cool. For Link's Awakening alone, this is worth it. All right, so before I go to the my local game shop pickups, I got a couple of Goodwill pickups. I usually don't find much when I go thrifting, but I did find a couple things that I picked up, so I wanted to show those. One of them was Rugby 2004 for the PS2. This one's complete. So they didn't have a lot of options when I was there, and I saw this one and I thought, it's complete, it's in good shape. I don't know. I don't even really know how the rules of rugby are, but thought it might be a fun one to check out for a couple bucks. Another one I picked up was Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2006. This one was also complete, so that was nice. These games were always pretty fun, so I figured this one was definitely worth picking up since it's in nice condition, complete, and just pretty good game. And the last one was Rockman for the PS2. Now this case is in rough shape, and it is complete. And I don't know if you can see on the manual, but there is like I don't know what that is on the manual, but like this looks like it was sitting in someone's garage and just got destroyed. But the reason I still bought it was because the disc was really, really clean, really nice condition. And that's the main part. Everything else I can replace or just get rid of, or I don't know. But this is nasty. But the game is in good shape, so it would probably work. And I like the Rock Band series, kind of like Guitar Hero, because they're very obviously very similar games, and I'm a big fan of Guitar Hero. And since I've been kind of getting back into that, I saw Rock Band, and I thought, I'll add that one to the collection. I don't have any of the instruments other than a guitar, so maybe I'll pick those up one day, but we'll see. All right. So the next group of pickups are from that local game shop. So the first one was Guitar Hero Rock of 80s. This is complete for the PlayStation 2. This one, the disc is in my PlayStation, so that's why it's not in here. I didn't buy it without the disc. I did get the disc, I mean. But, I'm a big Guitar Hero fan, and this one, just some more songs to add. Looks like it's got some ones that I'd like. I played a little bit of it when I got it just to make sure it worked, and I enjoyed it. But again, you play a Guitar Hero game, you play them all. They're all the same. Not to say they're not fun, but you know what to expect. Okay, so the next group, these are all from that local game shop. I picked up Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition. So this is actually when I went with my wife, the first or second time we went there when they opened. I picked this one up in another game that would be Jeopardy for the Nintendo 64. My wife doesn't play a whole lot of video games, so whenever she does, it's more like casual experiences. So these games are definitely ones that are easy to pick up because I know I can get her to play with me. And she enjoys it. But this one I definitely recommend. If you have a Super Nintendo, this is a lot of fun if you like Wheel of Fortune, even if you really don't. It's a fun little party game. Jeopardy for the N64, it's Jeopardy, but not the easiest game. I'm not the best at trivia, but it was cheap. I think these were both $5, so I didn't complain. Caught a couple other cheap ones. This one is Madden 94. And I got that because I was kind of really into just really wanting to play like it's like a 16-bit football game. So I picked that one up. And then this one, I got FZero for the Super Nintendo. So when I bought the Super Nintendo, my main reason for getting it was to get games on it that aren't on the Super Nintendo Classic, the one that Nintendo came out with a while back. So that has most of the games that you would want if you were going to get a Super Nintendo, but it doesn't have everything. And I know you can mod the Super Nintendo Classic and add games to it, but I try to keep things, this is just me personally, I try to keep things as authentic as I can, just because I like to have the authentic experience as much as possible. So I haven't done that. So I picked up the Super Nintendo, the actual system, so I could get the other games that aren't on that system, and mainly like the Donkey Kong Country ones, the sequels, because the first one's the only one that's on the Classic Edition. But I say all that to tell you this: this game is on the Super Nintendo Classic. But why did I pick up the cartridge? Honestly, it was pretty inexpensive. It's a great game, and I found that I haven't really gone my Super Nintendo Classic since I got my actual Super Nintendo. So I thought about maybe selling it or something, but I can't really justify doing it just yet because of Earthbound. Earthbound is on the Classic Edition, and that game is just incredibly expensive. So I just don't know if I would ever have a way to play it if I sold it. So for that reason, I'm keeping it. But FZero with Super Nintendo. All right, got a few more cartridges here. I got All-Star Baseball 99. Again, that was cheap. Just pick that one up. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. All right, so the next three, same place. These were actually gifts from my wife for Christmas. And it was kind of funny. I was in that store yesterday, and I was talking to the guy, and he was mentioning, some games that he was playing just while he was at the store waiting for customers to come in. And he mentioned that he had never played Doom. And it was funny because he said, he's like, yeah, I never played Doom, so I was gonna pop it in and play it, but then this lady came in and bought it for her husband for Christmas. And I just laughed because my wife had mentioned, she said, if there's any games or anything that you want for Christmas, let me know which ones they are, and I'll probably get them for you. So I gave her a list of them, and one of them was Doom. So I knew right away he was talking about her. So when I got home, I told her, and she ended up just giving them to me a little bit early. So, of course, Doom 64 was one of them. The other one was Star Fox 64 and Road Rash 64. So I thought that was a little funny little story. All right, so the last two games I got from that store last month was Banjo-Kazooie. Definitely a classic one for the system. I love this game so much. Honestly, I prefer this over Mario 64. It is just an amazing game. And then this one, Snowboard Kids. So if you've not played Snowboard Kids, it's essentially Mario Kart, but snowboarding. And it's a lot of fun. It takes a little bit of getting used to the controls. And it's just got great music, great atmosphere. It's just a lot of fun game. And it's made by Atlas. So it's not a game that's, it's not really rare, but it's a game that you don't see too often, I would say. And when you do, it's not fairly cheap. I think this one I paid about $65 for it, which is about what it goes for on eBay. The sequel though is like double the price, and that one is that was fun too. But for now, I just picked up Snowboard Kids 1. Okay, so the last group of pickups, these are all from eBay. So the first one is Super Bowling for the Super Nintendo. This is a game that I wanted to pick up for a while. It's bowling, but it's pretty fun. It's got a nice little cartoony kind of art style. It's pretty cool. I believe it's in the same family as the Super Bowling that's on the N64. Now that game is stupidly expensive. I mean, it is like, I don't know, at least 500 plus. It's crazy expensive. And I believe the reason is because it was a Blockbuster exclusive, or it was a game that just didn't have a lot of copies made. I'm not really sure. But this one is not very expensive. This I think I got for $8. But yeah, if you're into bowling, this was a fun little game. All right, the next two, I got these in a lot. That's Monopoly and Clue. These two, I really wanted Monopoly. I didn't care so much for Clue, but when I found both of these together for I think with shipping and tax, I paid about $14 on eBay for both of these, so pretty good deal. They're a lot of fun, but I'm not. The only complaint I have is it's just a little confusing how all the mechanics work. I mean, I know Monopoly's Monopoly, right? But I had a hard time getting trades to go through with the computer players in the game. And then Clue, it was a little hard understanding the mechanics of this because I think when you play the actual board game, you have like a little notepad you can write on. So this one just was a little confusing, but again, they were cheap. So, all right. So the next group of games were all eBay pickups. I got Okami for the PlayStation 2. This is a nice complete copy. Never played this before, but I heard it's kind of similar to Zelda, and definitely one that I wanted to look into, and it's fairly inexpensive too. All right, so these three here were a lot I got for very cheap. I think I got all three of these for $10 altogether. So that's Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars Battlefront, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. I think, so this one is complete. Battlefront 2 is complete. And then Battlefront 1 is not complete, but it's got the case. So again, these are pretty cheap altogether, and the original Battlefront games are a lot of fun, so definitely happy to add these to the collection. And then the last game I picked up was for the Nintendo GameCube, and that is Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. This is a complete copy of it as well. So this game, I was really looking to get for a while. I just hadn't picked it up just because it's so expensive. But I had put a watch on it on eBay, and then the seller knocked off like $10. So I think he had it listed at $95, and he knocked it down to $85. And so at that point, with free shipping, I jumped at it. I've really gotten into the Resident Evil games as I've gotten older. And this one is very similar. It's a little more actiony than Resident Evil. It's not as much about like managing your resources and stuff. It's more just about the story and like trying to like solve puzzles and kind of piece everything together. I haven't played a ton of it. I'd say about maybe put about 2 hours into it. I enjoyed what I've played, and I'll probably go back and finish it at some point. But really happy to add this to the collection. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for my pickups for November and December. Let me know what you guys think about the video, and if there's anything that you guys like that I picked up, or anything that you have memories of. Let me know.